Peace FM 104.3. Who to meet
Grandpapa.
Yes.
You can imagine my young students say what they are going through. It interviews are what the work colleague students are wofi other countries when you want home no wo kura abafon oko what respective countries above so what colleague students are when you want back to their country. Grandpa, or you'll be feeling abandoned. There, you can imagine. There, you are in the middle of a war. Coalition forces. Now, members of the coalition forces, no abafufa, were soldiers. Now, they would walk back. Now, I in the war front. Grandpa, we must listen to the voice of the people. Though. I mean, I'm what China. I mean, I'm Wuhan district or whatever it is. I mean, I'm a student. I mean, I may confront with the fierce agency of now. I mean, I'm a Oro Kodo. And I'm saying that but from a Grandpapa, I don't think that necessarily Ekade or Grandpapa, I can the person must feel hopeless. They will question what nation, what citizenship, how the nation is responding to them. Now yet air conditioning offices. More reasons why there. What's now why they'll be okay. Grandpa, this can't be fair. He who feels it knows it.
But have we thought of the logistics involved in this?
Grandpa, in the saving of life. Logistics is an issue.
Of course, it always is.
But other countries have come for theirs.
Like whom?
Was it not the US have come for theirs? Other students that they are there with, even other African countries have come for their people. I'm talking about there, Grandpapa. I'm putting the most share one name. There, mini mikrom, mabushafunyi ho. Na Marco baby, na outbreak esi. Now other nations of the world no war for one coffee if you're not I jam more battleground. Grandpapa, that angle because they feel helpless. They feel that what nation has let them down. You can't reduce the life of human beings to logistics. Grandpapa, you will come on. We find money for Nyama Bibri. But you to find your scar for citizens are born to acquire higher knowledge to come back back to Mother Ghana or the knowledge nababwa. Now see he's in a state of crisis. You can't tell the person there you can't bring them back. They are in the summer vacation, long vac. What they are not learning at this particular time. The Chinese students are on vacation. Take them out of there and bring them back. Look, if a whole nation can quarantine 40 million of their own citizens over this outbreak, Grandpapa, on your joke, it's not a joke thing. Since some of the figures are being underreported. And if that's the case, Grandpapa, me, if my life was on the line, I'll say there for me, bring me back, bring them back, bring the students back. That one, we should bring them back.
Let me play devil's advocate. What if we'll be infected already?
But just say,
what if we'll be infected already? How do we deal with all those things?
And your health service, if you know about today, they are ready for it. Yeah. Is it not our health service that has come back? What my assurance? What quarantine centers? Yeah, one of 5 African countries that can deal with this issue. What was the reason for all that talk? Grandpapa, if yes, you were how to contain coronavirus for Ghana, Neguchi and other things, what create different centers. Grandpapa, why can't we bring them back? Unless of course, as some that walk out on your what we are being fed, that our Ministry of Health and health centers, and we are creating 3 quarantine centers away from the airport, Nigeria, all those things. Grandpapa, unless the information about catch, they are not able. But say if the health service statement, awama, anything to go by,
but you know the Abanso, the new reasons how to go, it has nothing to do with money, right?
Yeah, they've come up with, but Grandpapa, I mean what the war front. It's not what you are saying, Grandpapa. I am in the war front. My life is on the line. I'm in a panic situation. My people we feel abandoned. My colleagues wabe from all the work room. Senka onye so prevailing na Grandpapa and wabe for one for the work room. Why would other countries come and take their students away and take them back to their country? Grandpapa, these issues, if we take these issues into cognizance, BBI will make any sense. Because my life here on the line, save my life, and then let's talk about the other issues later.
What if the other issues are also pressing? For example, the Waba, it's one requiring. For example, do we even know how many people has one?
But Grandpapa, the Ministry of Health.
Maybe so.
Grandpapa, the Ministry of Health. What are those answers? The Ministry of Health, unless the Ministry of Education is not speaking to the Ministry of Health.
How many people are we?
Because the statement from the Ministry of Health, they have the ability, the capacity. We're putting the contingency measures. We're telling us that we're even 3 sites off right here in Accra. They can deal with the situation. So if that is the case, say, if what the Ministry of Health is saying vis-a-vis the other issues that the Ministry of Education and the rest scholarship secretary are saying, Grandpapa, they need to reconcile because it is at variance with each other. Won't reconcile those statements because yet take the Ministry of Health statement, which is paramount in this case, vis-a-vis the Ministry of Education. The Ministry of Health statement, and they are fully prepared for any of these things and to deal with this matter. If that's the case, then we need to look at it. Grandpa, move on to the free SHS. And the education matters are so dear to our hearts because PPP policy, no child left behind. Now, no child left behind in or the free SHS. The free SHS, Grandpa, are the challenges. But despite its challenges, we have to support it because as a social intervention, you believe that this is the best investment even my year for your future as a nation. That every child stays in school and make sure that they get continuous free basic universal basic education. And the challenges that are there, we recognize the challenges. The short terms and things that students are staying in school, the challenges of getting teachers to take over the different cycles that they have. They should improve on it. It is something that this nation cannot live without. Now, the bill, Grandpapa, the bill, you have more education on the bill. Because the unions, teachers' unions and the rest have come out against the bill. What's what decentralized education to the assemblies? But they are still going to assure quality education throughout the nation. Grandpapa, in the assemblies, we will score 0 on their BEC exams. And when you decentralize education to such people who score 0, I want to know how I will improve the life of the students or the life of the education. I want to be convinced. I want decentralization. Grandpapa, yes, there should be fiscal decentralization. All the different activities of the assembly all come from top down. The assembly will have control. That one we agree. Now, education, why their areas are all great education. Their areas are when you great, so great education. Next, the power no side the assembly now. How would that improve the education throughout the world, throughout the country? One by more details on this, because the education system, no, all the unions and the rest are kicking against the bill. And then we are told that the oil bill needs your opportunity for more input. But I believe that the consultation process, you know, has not gone on well, because the people are still fighting. So there, on the other side, you know, sometimes the unions, you know, were a big hindrance. There was so much. They can determine what you do, what you don't do, and we have to find a way to also deal with that. But at the end of it all, there needs to be more education on the bill. For because the education, they have different levels of supervision according to the bill, but we must be informed well, because, for example, the how the finances work, how would they release the money, how would they be able to ensure that there's quality education for all students? Further and better particulars in relation to the bill, because as it stands now, the key stakeholders of the bill on one side, in terms of the teachers and the unions, are kicking against it. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that on yet, but it means that we need more education on this particular bill before it becomes an act of parliament. Now you enter in debate, now more stakeholder consultation, because as a parent with young children in school, I need to be aware of them new bill, so that we'll be able to deal with it.
I guess the dialogue will have to continue.
Yes, the dialogue definitely must be expanded, and they need to make a greater outreach to the media, to other people, are able to dissect this bill very well.
I'll come back to you. If we're in Accra,
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.